Now, we hear all this talk about the gender pay gap, and look, there is a pay gap, right? But that is because there's an earnings gap. So there's no wage gap. Women aren't earning less than men for the same fucking job, for the same output of productivity, and for the same hours worked. Feminists will argue that till they're blue in the face, but that's not how it works. And, you know, we sort of say, well, what can we do to close the gender pay gap? What can we do to close this pay gap? I know, let's get more women in STEM. Women are like, oh, fuck that, I don't want to do STEM. I want to be a kindergarten teacher. Okay, that's out the window. What else can we do? Oh, let's pay women more superannuation. Oh, I don't want to employ women anymore because I have to pay them extra for doing fuck all else compared. Like, there's no difference between what the men and the women were doing, so why would I pay women extra super? Okay, that idea's out the window. What else can we do? We can force women into the army. That's what we'll do. We'll force women into the army. Oh wait, they don't end up passing the physical test, even though we give them 40-something days of physical training. Shit, I'm running out of ideas here. I know, I've got a great idea. Men should work less to close the gender pay gap, says a think tank. What a top idea. What a top idea, telling men to earn less money so that women and men can earn the same amount of money. Why didn't I think of this before? What a fantastic idea. IPPR says changing men's working behavior is a crucial component of equalizing pay. They said here, men should work less, and their employers and the government, yeah, you heard it, Big Daddy government, should help them to do so. Should help them to stop men from working so many hours in order to close the gender pay gap, according to a think tank. A report from the IPPR said there is a gender pay gap in 80% of clearly defined occupations. This points to seniority as a critical driver of the pay gap. For most occupations, men are in far more senior, high-pay versions of the role than women, said Catherine Colebrook, IPPR's chief economist and co-author of the report, The State of Pay. So, just from that, having a woman as a chief economist in a think tank and having her being a co-author of a book called The State of Pay, we already know they're a bunch of feminist retards. And when I say retards, I mean people that don't think about what they're saying before they say it. And they just happen to be feminists. And those two particular things happen to go together quite a lot. All companies with more than 250 employees were required to publish their gender pay gap for the first time in April, and the data showed that 8 out of 10 companies paid women less on an average hourly basis than men. Yes, that's because on average, women make 20% less money, or 25%. 20%, yeah. 20% less money than men. Just saying. The IPPR report says the majority of companies reported a gap that was smaller than their industry average, suggesting that even if the UK's larger companies closed their gender pay gaps, a disparity would persist at a national level. What this report tells us is that firms are a big part of the solution to fixing the gender pay gap, but they can't do it on their own. Yeah, that's right, they can't do it on their own. They need the government to force them to do it, said Colebrook. The solutions also have to come from individuals and from government. There we go. Has to come from the government. The government needs to step in and force companies to pay women more for less work. In short, men need to work fewer hours and women need to work more. But wait, didn't some feminists from was it ANU, Australian National University, you know, the government-funded university in the heart of politics, Canberra, in Australia? Didn't that university have a couple of feminist researchers that came out and said that women should only be working maximum 34 hours a week because working full-time is taking a toll on their mental health, and that men should work 47 hours a week? Wasn't that feminists that said that? Weren't they saying that something completely contrary to what I just read? I mean, you know, that sounds like a bit weird, but it also seems to work. So yeah, guys, this is what we're being fed. We're being fed bullshit that women need to work less and men need to work more. And then we're being told that women need to work more and men need to work less to close the gender pay gap. Right? Women are fantastic at creating non-existent problems. Exactly right, Chris Cantu. Thank you for that piece of wisdom. I couldn't have said it better myself. Here we go. Colebrook pointed to the motherhood penalty, by which the gender pay gap increases sharply after women take time out of work to have children and find their ability to progress in the workplace after returning is curtailed. According to research from the Institute for Fiscal Studies undertaken by the Joseph Rowntree Foundation, by the time a child has reached 20, mothers earn almost a third less per hour on average than similarly educated fathers from their job. But if that woman's still married, then she's getting money from the husband. And if she's not still married, then she's getting child support plus government support. So really, they actually get a net amount that's higher than most men for the same work. Just putting that out there. The IPPR report, and this is another reason I know that the women did the IPPR report. It says it argues, the IPPR report argues, because women love arguing, that new ways of making sure women keep pace with their male counterparts on pay and seniority are needed. Women are less likely to negotiate salaries. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. This is unbelievable. This is like some next level bullshit. Women are less likely to negotiate salaries when starting a new job and when in post. So, employers could rule out the possibility of negotiation altogether, or make sure all employees earn at least as much as any new recruit on the same level. So basically they're saying that when new recruits come on board, they need to straight away earn as much as people that have been there for a while, because that's how equality works according to feminists. Oh, this bit's even better. This is even better. Get ready for this bullshit. She said women were less likely to pursue promotions. Shock horror! I can't believe it! Women less likely to pursue promotions? No, this can't be! Women were less likely to pursue promotions and suggested employers could automatically consider employees for promotion after a given length of time in post, interview all internal candidates for vacancies, and encourage more women to apply for internal promotions. So basically what they're saying is, after a pre-designated amount of time, you have to give women a promotion. Also, if you want to advertise the role for the CEO, you must give the receptionist the opportunity to interview for that role. Because that receptionist, that strong, independent, single mother receptionist, she can do it. She can be that CEO. She can be that super mum, right? She can lead that company to new heights and probably financial ruin. You know those last two paragraphs, guys? That's not even the best bit. Dig this. Companies could also advertise that salaries were negotiable, because it's really important that all companies make sure women know that they can negotiate their salary. Companies could also advertise that salaries were negotiable, offer successful candidates the option of a colleague to negotiate on their behalf. So, oh, I don't know how to negotiate my pay. Oh, no, that's okay. Look, I know that you want to get more money from us, so we're going to actually get one of your colleagues who's really good at negotiating higher pay to negotiate on your behalf so that you can get more money out of us. What the fuck? So companies could also advertise that salaries were negotiable, offer successful candidates the option of a colleague to negotiate on their behalf, and match salary offers that other employers are offering them to make sure all employees on the same level earn as much as a new recruit. More roles needed to be flexible, aka single mothers can't always work around the employer, so the employers have to work around single mothers. And more senior roles. More senior roles should be offered as a job share, she added. Oh, so, you know, we're recruiting for a new CEO, but you know what? We can't quite find a woman that wants to work 5 days. So we've actually got 2 women here who one wants to work 2 days and one wants to work 3 days. So we're going to job share that CEO role between these 2 women, these 2 part-time single mothers. Oh, and here we go. And it's not enough to completely engineer the whole of society around women so that it's convenient for them, so that they get more money even though they don't negotiate for it. But we need to change the behavior of fathers as well. That's assuming that these mothers allowed the fathers to be part of their children's lives. But changing the behavior of fathers, for example, encouraging them to take shared parental leave. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most fathers would be happy to take shared parental leave. That's if their wives will let them take the time off, because, you know, they don't get paid as much on shared parental leave as they do when they're working and the mother's at home. And work part-time was also needed, she said. The report states. So yeah, how are they going to work that with a single mother? They're gonna just pick a random dude off the street and be like, hey, can you just step in and do some paid parental leave for this single mother while she works and, you know, and while she's being a strong, independent woman that works as a part-time CEO. Here we go. The report states employers should encourage more men to work flexibly and to take time out for caring responsibilities. Colebrook said, changing men's working behavior is a crucial component of equalizing pay. Employers could offer paid paternity leave on a use it or lose it basis, make jobs flexible by default, and encourage men to job share. Mary Ann Stevenson, director of the Women's Budget Group, yeah, because women are so good at budgeting, said the report painted a depressing picture, but highlighted what could be done differently. Closing the pay gap is not just about employers. We all need to tackle the unequal distribution of care work, the gender division of labor within the workforce, and ultimately the type of work that we value and reward within society. So we need to value and reward whatever work that women do. And we need to change men's behaviors. We need to make them less competitive. We need to make them not want to go to work. Right? We need to make them want to stay home and not earn money so that vagina. That's what we need to do. And we also need to offer senior roles to part-time employees. You know, we can't have all these senior roles dedicated to full-time male employees or full-time female employees that don't want to have kids and actually want to work hard. No. We've got to make sure that all women that just want to work part-time, that don't want to dedicate 5 days a week to working, can be that CEO that they've always wanted to be, and have it all. Be the CEO, be the mum, and be everything that they've ever dreamed of. That's some next level bullshit, right, guys? Just couldn't believe it when I saw it. Smash that thumbs up, by the way, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to check out the original source link for this video, as always, in the description below. If you're one of the 80% of people that watch these videos that have not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button below and the bell next to it. If you want to check out one of these sweet shirts, check out my represent.com store in the description below. Everything's in the description below, guys. My social media, where to donate on PayPal if you want to donate, where to pledge on Patreon if you want to, where to donate by crypto if you want to, where to actually go if you want to start trading in crypto. It's all in the description, guys. I've done all the work for you. You just need to kick back, relax, and enjoy the information. Anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce for now. I've got to go buy The Hand That Rocked the Cradle, the ultimate red pill movie, as I'm meeting up with a bunch of guys in Sydney tonight, doing it around the city, eastern suburbs area. If any of you want to jump in last minute and meet up with us tonight, Jake, I have actually flicked you an email back, buddy. Please contact me, send me an email. I will give you all the details you need. I will respond to you straight away. So yeah, if you want to meet up tonight, guys, please drop me an email, citymigtow@gmail.com, and write meet up and your YouTube name in the subject field, and I'll get in contact with you. Drop me your contact number as well. I'll give you a call. All right, guys. Oh, Sishu's in the box. Man, I'm just finishing up, Sishu. Good to see you, bro. But yeah, I missed you, man. I missed you. It's good to see you in the box. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, for jumping in, and a big thank you to Chris Cantu as well. Appreciate you, brother. and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.